You're just in time. Saved you a seat for The Pillars of Man, your number one podcast for the best conversations you could find aimed at male self improvement. And to go a little bit further beyond self improvement tonight, I want to implore you to take on living your best life, doing all the hard things, and trying your very best on a daily basis, based off this premise that I will, per usual, do my best to dive as deeply as possible into. And the premise being, what other way could you possibly live that would be better than you getting better? I love looking at self improvement as much more than a lifestyle and much more than a tool. It's all sorts of things. I mean, you can make a very valid argument to ground self improvement in on all sorts of different categories. But this one right here, oh, I love this one. This one's so sweet because you want to look at self improvement as an art. It is something to master. Oh yes, absolutely, because it requires you to master yourself. That the journey, as outwards as the journey is, because I mean, you take it seriously, okay, and you do it the right way. I mean, you're patient enough that you would give it enough time to let it grow, like literally like a plant, with the water and the sunlight and all that. We're kind of like plants in this way, like get your 8 glasses a day, make sure you're going out for some walks, get some what is it, vitamin, is it vitamin D? Is that the right vitamin for our skin? Y'all gonna have to help me in the comments down below. But to to live it like that and really watch it happen to yourself, that's what allows you to be self-led. Because you're right, you're the one that's got to do all this stuff. And it's led into the outcomes of more money and a wonderful spouse. Okay, is marriage taking it too far? Okay, are is it too soon? Okay, bro, let me rewind real quick, and I'll say just a great relationship. Like this is nice. We've had a few dates now, and I'm looking forward to the next one. I've hung out with you on a few occasions, and it was some prolonged conversation, some food, some drink, a little wine and dine, candle in the middle of the table type vibes, and it was it did not repulse me. It's like, the one fear of dating in general, you taking the time out of your life, quite precious, and giving it to this person because what I'm saying, you're probably looking at this person like, okay, looking super duper fine, and then you come to find out like, I never want to see you again. Good Lord, that was awful. And so it's a blessing when you've been dating for a while and it's still not like that yet. That's a really good sign. Keep it going, brother. Keep it going. Okay. And then if I'm looking at a man right now who's looking back at me like, okay, F you, Kumo. I no, I don't have some hot date to go to anytime soon. Brother, hey, rock with me, because we're going there too. See, it's so crazy to look at it like as an art. Okay. For those who are doing it, those who are doing it well, those who have never done it yet, it applies in each individual, okay, human experience. It's so crazy. We headed there tonight. And that's why it's it happens quite often. Especially if you've like tried yourself, you've dabbled a little bit in this self-improvement stuff, and you get so caught up in the outcomes and the stuff, all the materialistic goods, Okay, all the dollar bills and all the bling bling and the jewelry of it, and all the vroom vroom, okay, of the exotic vehicles and whatnot, and all the vacationing, and okay, the I don't know, butlers and private jets and Mile High Club and VIP in the club. Look at this line. We ain't gotta stand in that line. I'm going in first. You get tons of dirty looks from people that are waiting for like 2 hours out there and it's like kind of cold. Oh yes, so many perks, so many pros, so many benefits in life when you really taking it seriously. Self-improvement is the best way to take it seriously. But hey, okay, I'm gonna freeze it right there. Because that's all of this outwards. You please note the pattern that weaves through everything I've mentioned so far. This is all external, all externalities. I want to say a deeper core essence, or maybe a truer beauty of self improvement is when you look at it as an art, then it becomes so much more about the journey inwards into yourself. It has nothing, not yet, nothing to do with anything happening and occurring outside of you, my king. This right here is the experience of self improvement. That experience it's so, well, of course, naturally, it would be very intimately tied to the human experience. And self improvement is to feel it, live it, and, have it happen to you. Excuse me, have it happen to you. Oh no, I just got the hiccups. No way, bro. Live on air right now. Okay, well, I'll keep it going. And I apologize for all the hiccup interruptions that are fast, like, okay, that are on the way. It is what it is. You gotta be kidding me. It's just, I'm so unlucky tonight. Okay. I don't know. Maybe I'm too nervous, swallowing too much air. Okay. But it's so inwards because it's so intimately tied to the full extent of the human experience. It is so visceral and vivid when you live in this way. And okay, I will begin explaining why, because whatever you choose to do with self-improvement is gonna, in some way, shape, or form, ah, it doesn't even have to be too crazy. Like, you can push it to the extreme. And this is an example. I am not condoning this type of behavior. So you can't, take what I'm about to say, run wild with it, get in trouble, and then come back here and then, okay, tell the police officer to just blame me. No, you can't do that. So, but to iterate this example, though, I feel like I have to take it there. And so to take it to the extreme would be to take over the world. Okay? Yes. World domination, planetary conquest. Yeah, that's just got like, super villainous and I don't know, alien takeover and whatnot, like extraterrestrial type vibes. And okay, that's the great that is that's as extreme as I'm willing to take it tonight. Or you're just trying to drink more water. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Some chapped lips, skin a little bit pasty. Okay, just why do I feel so you know why do I feel so parched all the time? Yeah, dude, you might need to get some more water. That's self improvement. You absolutely, I know. No, seriously, you could count that as putting it into the art of self improvement. Okay, and everything in between. Now I can get a little bit, okay. With that being said, I can get a little bit more specific here. So then arrives you. Okay, living the current life you are leading right now. Whatever your reality is looking like in this moment, and you're thinking to yourself, God, this is ridiculous. I don't want it to be like this anymore. I want it to be better. Let me make it better. I must find a way to make it better right now. What is that exactly? That's where so now we're getting really specific. Now we're talking about a particular action you are choosing to apply the art of self-improvement on or upon. And doing that is where you experience all these different types of feelings. Oh, see, I I was not I wasn't playing, nor was I exaggerating when I said there is so much of the the emotional spectrum, okay? Self exploration, okay? The activation of physical, mental, emotional, spiritual parts of you did not know previously existed because you never needed to call upon them to do this kind of self-improvement stuff. Okay, let's really ground this now. I will use one of my go-tos. Okay, for longtime Pillars of Man podcast show enjoyers, they're probably gonna leave because I just won't stop using this one, and it's so difficult for me to stop because I love it, because I freaking love it. So okay, not my fault, your fault. You signed up to be here tonight. If you are bodybuilding and you're trying to work out and you've never worked out before, oh, you want to talk about the human experience right there? There is so much going on. Okay. I'm gonna leave you alone for a second, okay? But I'm gonna get right back on you, okay? It's just for this one, I will use me and I will say, you going to the gym, there's nervousness. There's a little bit of maybe a lot more than you'd like to admit, than I would definitely ever admit of of anxiety right there. I'm heading into an unfamiliar place, never really been here before. Why is everybody so uh uh not really dressed? Okay, not a lot of clothing on these human beings inside this facility. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm not even trying to be down bad. I'm just noting gym culture is getting crazy out there. Okay, back to my point. And it's like the observations, their curiosity, that doesn't even look comfortable. And it's so much. Now that's more sensory. I know that's more of a sensory experience. But then you're also going there with an objective too. So now you're bringing this, you know, I know I just can't help but get dramatic, but more of a sense of duty here, obligation. There is a mission for me to try to accomplish. The reason I'm here is because, oh, I'm trying to get healthy. I'm trying to lose some weight. I'm trying to build some sick freaking pecs. Okay. I'm trying to, full body workout. I'm just trying to do biceps today. Whatever it is that you're trying to do. It's, it's, um, it, it's even better for me to filter this through the first time. Okay. The for all the gym virgins out there, okay, because I believe the very first time is when the experience itself is so surreal. It's happening in such an engaging, dynamic way because you just have never done this before and you've never been here before and you haven't even lifted up. Oh wait, crap. I mean, I haven't even lifted a weight yet. Okay. And so I'm walking along, strolling in, okay, my merry way. And I'm a big music guy. I don't know, I actually don't normally lift. Um, I don't know, ASMR. Is that right? With just the sounds of other people grunting and groaning and whatever gym music happens to be playing, and then the clanking and the clinking of my machine or free weights that I'm using. No, I'm not that guy. No, my earbuds are noise canceling. Okay, like oh absolutely. No, take me to this other world, depending on the sound blasting in my ears. And then you finally buckle in and you pick it up. And since I am specifically noting the very first time, then like, wow, that feeling right there. So this is the friction of it. This is the struggle of it. I have to literally, I have to try. So this is me exerting a very concentrated, very highly intensive amount of effort. I'm commanding my brain to fire the necessary signals, neurologically speaking, into the targeted limb muscle, right? Um, Extremity. Okay, all at once, in order to make the movement happen. You want, come on, bro. This can't just be me. This is so epic. This is you creating this new part of your reality, moment by moment. This is happening in real time, second by second. Okay, I know. I mean, I'm really working in the micro right now, but I do believe, eh, like, even in the unseen, even in the world of molecular and cellular and microscopic, it there are all sorts of events transpiring in these tiny, teensy, incy weensy worlds that make up everything that you and I know to be existence. I have to show you tonight, bro, how powerful you really are in this way when you would engage, play, embark upon self improvement, and at that, really taking this lifestyle, this way of living, however you want to look at it, as really an art. This is to be, this is for me to really, no, I really mean that, to play and work with and immerse yourself, submerge yourself into. I'm just using this very specific activity. It just, for some strange reason, it's not so strange, but I'm just saying, bodybuilding and like lifting, working out, strenuous physical activity just really links up so well in all sorts of exemplary ways with self improvement. Okay, so I can't help myself. But I mean, this really, hey, I just want to say, this really happened to me though. I really went through this. I want you to go through this because I know where it will take you. Okay, fine. That's a little bit too prophetic. In terms of building some big guns, yes, man. Okay, it applies to everything else too. No. It does. You might be looking at me right now like I'm not trying to bodybuild, bro. I am not a bodybuilder. Why am I even here? Hey, oh, I got you too. I got you too, because it works for all of it. But okay, to finish the point, there is so much that is um, accumulating right there in terms of, you are building muscle memory right there. You are building a core memory experience. Yeah, really. Oh, come on. First time at the gym? Ah, crap. Do I remember mine? I kind of remember mine. Okay. Hey, look, when you go and you won't stop going, it kind of blurs together. You'll have to forgive me. But, you know, it's so much, there is so much to be taken into account there that you don't even realize. And that's not even a bad thing. Because I think if you and me were to actually specifically note every single different facet of the sensory experience, we would be overloaded. We'd probably black out. You wouldn't be able to do anything. You like, right, like literally, what do they say? Paralysis by analysis, but quite literally, like just straight up, I'm frozen because I can't stop calculating everything that's going on right now. It's not that I'm trying to do that. Is I'm trying to show you it it is that, but it's all sorts of other parts of the experience you've never been through before that are happening to you in that moment that have the potential to forever, I mean forever, change how you live the rest of your life and the outcomes that are headed towards you. Okay, and this is because I'm gonna really, okay. Here we go. We're gonna go a little bit deeper now into this, and this is because the art of self improvement does not it's impossible to stay still. You can't do it not doing anything. That's all. And so when you try, when you put yourself in the attempt, you have now joined yourself with the motion of this, I want to say, this ever moving stream of life. Because there are all sorts of things that are happening right now beyond our control that are absolutely moving. Brother, the world is rotating. You know what I mean? It's revolving. The sun's going to go up and down, up and down, up and down. You're going to get older. You're aging right now. You know, time is passing. Your life is happening. Self-improvement, bro, is to go with it. You join yourself with it. And all you're doing, it's not even that you get to stare. You and I are just too small. I don't think that's possible. I mean, that's my humble opinion. I genuinely do not believe it is like, okay, like, oh, no, I got this. I will make sure where I go in life. No, absolutely not. No, it's more that you can pick the general direction. Because it's like this way or that way. You know what I mean, man? Like, oh, success, no success. Okay, it's like, wait, hold on, wait a minute. Shouldn't Kumo have said failure right there? No, because I don't want to contrast it like that. I don't want there to be any kind of negative or positive connotation. I just want it to be separate paths. Self-improvement is a very specific one. It's a direction. You choose it, you pick it, you go this way, and on this way, you get to find out so much. So much happens to you. Okay, I'm gonna hold on. Let me revert real quick back to the curl. Was I doing a curl? I was like this, right? Yeah, okay, it's fine. It's a curl. And that's the beginning. That's like the first couple reps. It's like, oh wow, okay, this is how heavy it is, and like this is how I got to do it. And oh, okay, and it's like, newbie lifters is kind of like, right, rubber arm all over the place. But hey, it's all good because we all start somewhere, humble beginnings, and that's how you refine and hone over time to look super Thor, super Clark Kent with it over time. You'll get there, bro. You absolutely get there. That's the beauty of it. That's why there is this sense of continual. Okay, see right there, continual to continue happening, constant motion in this way. So continual improvement, betterment. Okay, of you progressing and growing in your life. You're looking at all of your life and you're saying like and it's going to be all of it, bro. I want to make that very clear. You don't get to, it's not that, okay, the parts that feel good, cool. The parts that don't feel so good, nah, I'm good. I don't got to do that. No, it's all of it, man. And it's you taking all of it and you're saying, I'll do it. That's all it comes down to. It is mind-blowingly simple in this way. It's just it's difficult, all right? Because you're going through your experience of life and you're keeping up with all of it. This is like everything that you should be doing in the morning correctly. What is correct and incorrect? Well, when you know that your morning is happening in a way that is, it's simply the best way. It's just not possible for you to do anything else just for a given morning in your life that's going to help take you to everything that you want. Afternoon, same thing. Evening, same thing. And then now you see the life begins to build itself. days upon weeks upon months upon years, it continues to happen to you, brother. And this is where it gets really special, because the art of self-improvement, so to speak, is to fully understand this transition, that self-improvement goes from what you do to who you are. This is the man that you have become. You cannot go back, because you're not going to be able to untransform yourself. You're not going to be able to devolve or unevolve yourself, right? Like you can no longer be blind to what you now see. It's all of this. And why does that happen to you? Is because the experience of it presses itself into your mind and your brain and your body, your heart and your soul. Understanding, by the very end of it, oh wow, I don't want to do this anymore. This burns. This hurts. It was so easy for rep number 1, but you might be doing a set of 10. What in the world? Did the dumbbell grow? Did I get weaker or smaller? Why is rep 9 or 10 excruciating? Why does it not feel like a dumbbell anymore? Why am I curling a locomotive? That's the difficulty. That is the nature of the friction that you're creating, because you are going against it. Why are you going against it? Because you are demanding a certain outcome. This is why I didn't want to paint anything like, oh yeah, self-improvement is the best. Okay, I mean it is, but I want to keep it as neutral as possible, because because you need to be the one to decide. Okay, so it's just I don't. It's not my place to say to be at a standstill in life is the wrong way to live. Oh, that's awful. Nobody should live like that. I mean, I could say that as an opinion, but dude, you know what I'm saying? State that like very matter of factly. No, because I don't know. I wouldn't know. To be able to pierce the minds of every single individual human being and like hop into their POV and like, oh, how are you? How is the human experience, the 21st century, the modern human experience happening to you? Oh, okay, now I can know whether you should. No, okay, not even close. It's just that when you are, motionless, and more specifically, just not trying. Like I don't really go anywhere. I don't really do anything. I'm not okay. It's just me. Me, myself, and I. I make ends meet. My bills are paid. I pay my taxes, and whatever free time I have, I just kind of keep to myself. I do my own thing. It's all good. It's all good. Life is still going to happen to that person too, of course. But that's a life in which you cannot expect any other kind of outcome to be produced from the actions being taken. That's not possible, and it also doesn't make sense. If I stay here, I don't try anything, I don't do anything. It's like, oh, okay. I mean, no. I mean, you're not really harming yourself, not harming anybody else. It's all good. All right. But then to think about existence, to think about the possibility. Okay, like that is that's very much alive, and the potential of your reality, brother. You are to think about all of that, and then want, a dream spouse and financial freedom. I mean, financial freedom nowadays in 2025, that's at least millions, at least, like true financial freedom. And so a millionaire, straight up, no BS, no sugarcoating. Millionaire, dream spouse, Throw a Lambo in there. Why not? Why not? Just, flex it real quick. Throw a Lambo in there, or Ferrari, whatever you're like, float your boat, or an actual boat. All right. And that's no, those things will never fall into any of our laps. Okay, fair enough. Never say never, but I wouldn't hold your breath. I'm definitely not gonna. Like, most likely, I'm good, man. I'm not gonna wait on that one from the sky. So you feel the heat, the struggle. Like the challenge is literally pushing you back. The challenge is sitting you back down. Okay? Because you're that tired. Because it's exhausting you. Okay? It's like it makes you want to shrivel, makes you want to crawl back into whatever made you want to do self-improvement in the first place. I say that because you're going to actively press yourself up against whatever is going to push you back to stop you from having what you want. If that's a really sick, built, jacked, yoked arm, then it's the weights every time you go, and it will be many times. You see what I'm saying, bro? All those times, all those reps, each one trying to get you to go back to being motionless. Right? The feeling of it. See, I really want you to see this link right here. This is why self-improvement it's absolutely no joke. But if you want to go, it'll take you. It has to take you. You cannot stay here, and you cannot stay still. It's not that like, oh my God, self-improvement is going to make me move. Am I literally going to be evicted? No, not like that. But you're definitely going to go places because you're going to think differently. You have to act differently, behave differently, treat your time, your day, night, all of it differently. And so that's everything. That's everything. That's also the not wanting to go, making the excuse, right? Building up that justification and that rationale. I'm not feeling it this week. I don't know. Maybe I'll go to the gym and work on the biceps tomorrow or something like that. It's all the loops. Ooh, the mental gymnastics. You can play them all day long, but they're all united in their purpose, and it's one singular objective, and it's just to get you to stop. That's all it is. That's all it is, regardless of the source that it would come from. So I mean, hey, is this like, this could be some person, some kind of evil entity? It's a freaking demon. It's an actual demon. Like, oh my goodness. Okay, like, get some holy water and all that good stuff. Christ compels you. Seriously though. And you're being convinced, persuaded not to go. Okay. Or, and this is way more likely, it's just you. It's just you, that you're making that conscious decision, concluding after maybe a lot of thought, maybe a little bit of thought. All right. And just some slight mulling over it. And you end up you stay still. That's really that's the only difference. Like, this is why I believe success is so demanding in this way. You can't stop. It doesn't matter. No, the world doesn't care. Life doesn't care. The universe does not care. God cares. Yes, I would say that. I would say God, the Christian God, like Yahweh, Yeshua, the Almighty. Okay. He cares. But even he could not allow you to stay still. Because the nature of having what you want out of life is to do what is necessary to have it. doing what is necessary is really all you have. It's all any of us has. Maybe it happens, maybe it doesn't. Maybe you make it all the way, maybe you don't. But what really comes down to is, are you willing to go, and are you willing to continue? That is where you find out exactly who you are. See this, and this is what I meant earlier when I said the journey goes so inwards. You as you are now, and if I'm looking at a man who really has never tried self-improvement before, then it's easy for anyone to relate to the kind of thought processes where, but I'm not that tough, for just for any guy to think this of himself, because he has not yet gone through the experience of it. No, not the rewards, not the devastation. You know what I mean? Not the success, the failures, the wins, the losses. None of that, because that's all a part of it. But when you haven't gone through any of that, then all you have are your own estimations. However accurate they are, they cannot go beyond being a speculation. And that it gets very dangerous in this kind of it's just this limbo in life. It's very hellish. You are not sure, and so you're just in one place, just chilling. Just what am I trying to do with my life? Where am I trying to go? How is this? How is this? How am I trying to pull this off? Like, what needs to happen? And you get so caught up in everything that is not the attempt. The attempt is all you have, but I don't want this to allow you to despair. I really don't mean to have that make you sad. Oh, what the heck? What do you mean? Nobody? No, nothing? Like, it's a little bit of encouragement, some, you know what I mean? Truly, it's the attempt. It's the attempt itself. But the attempt is all you need. It's so crazy. It's like, wow, one thing, it's like a big toolbox of labeled self-improvement. And you look inside and it's like, okay, oh, I'm so ready to live my best life and millionaire, right? Waking up next to my honey and what did I say? Lambos and butlers. Yeah. Oh, wow. It's like a wrench, and the wrench is called the attempt. That's really what it is, though. But it's all you need, because if you pick it up and you just try to fix the situation, yourself, life, your health, problems that you have, addictions that you have. That's exactly what it is. If you have the desire to do that, then you're ready. You're qualified, bro. There are no other prerequisites. You don't need to be anyone or anything else. You need to be a man that is positive, that is completely sure that's what you want to do in life. I want to go for this. The joy of it, the beauty of it, and of course, as I keep hammering this one home tonight, the experience of it is in the journey, and that is self-improvement. It's magnificent in this way. And then when you give it a little bit of time and you really start to go, you really start to try, you learn so much more about yourself. And all of it helps, whether it helps get you closer or pulls you a little bit farther away, you know what to do more of and you know what to avoid. It all helps in this way. It's just you have to be mindful enough that you're looking for it, and that you do catch it when it happens to you. So you waste as little time as possible. You don't have to repeat what is unnecessary to. And wow, I actually am not as weak. I am not as frail. I am not as sensitive. I'm not as dumb. I'm not as incapable. I'm not as incompetent as I previously thought I was, when I never allowed myself to really immerse into the attempt. You let it take over your life. Run with it, literally. Self-improvement. Give it a week, give it 2, give it a month, give it a season. It's profound. That's why here at the Pillars of Man, it's so much of what I talk about all the time, because I really do believe this is what men are missing nowadays. There are so many different kinds of activities and habits, routines, just vices, really just there's so much to do that a man has access to in the 21st century world that doesn't help him go anywhere. It just allows him to remain as he is, unchanged, unmoved, unbothered, sure, but that one's very, very unlikely, because most guys are very bothered, very extremely spiritually restless. And that restlessness comes from the magnitude of all the capacities you have within yourself that are yearning for you to explore. That's why this self-improvement stuff, that's why it gets so intense. It actually is very dramatic. It does get really epic. You couldn't tell me that this isn't going to be the greatest fight of your life. Okay? Like cinematic style. Because you're going to have to do it exactly as you are now. Begin to. In the situation that you find yourself, most likely wherever you're watching me right now, you kind of just take a look around. It's like, oh my God, I start building here? Yup. Absolutely. Because you can. Because you can. And the greatest opportunity you could ever give yourself is to begin now and really start building. And it's unpredictable after that point. It's unimaginable exactly where you could possibly go. You need to give yourself really the space, the courtesy, the kindness, and the time to really go for it. That's what I mean. Like, it's all good. It's okay. If you messed up, you messed up. If you've made some mistakes, you've made some mistakes. If it just hasn't happened the way that you dreamt that it would when you were a child, or really for most of your life, and that's still okay. None of that has any bearings on how well you could really begin to try right now. If you do, that's extremely well. Because most won't. Most will not. It's no joke. So the self-improvement stuff, what it does to you and where it takes you, it's only for the serious. But that's on you. That's on you. And I mean, that's my final point tonight. I'll end on this. When you know you can't bear to go any further along this way, where things are continuing to be how they've always been, okay, that job and I don't know how you feel, your health, right? It's like this vicious cycle where it's perpetually alive as a man, as a human being, alive, but you're not living. It's like every single day you're kind of going through it, super zombified, tired all the time, but you're not dead. That right there is this new hell born from modernity. And I'm not blaming modernity. It's that kind of the nature of the extent of innovation and progress in our world, in societies like the US of A. You have these choices and these decisions. You're forced to make them every single day. Do you go for it? Do you go for that quick hit? You go for the scroll. Do you go for the binge, autoplay, next, more? Yes, please. Do you go for the consumption? Right? Do you go for that? The instant gratification. Do you go for all of that? Or do you go for the most exciting? This is the most brilliant meaning you could ever give to your own life. And it's where you are going to find out, no matter what happens, you are going to find out just how far you can take it. One way. In order to find that out one way, you just go. You just go, brother. And if you're looking for a space on the internet in which another fellow is doing the same, that's kind of what I do here. I talk about anything and everything that goes into all of this stuff to help men live their best lives. Check me out, because you're watching The Pillars of Man, your number one podcast for the best conversations you could find aimed at male self-improvement surrounding philosophy, masculinity, wellness, and lifestyle. I'm your host, Kumo. I continue to reshape the modern male reality, giving any man who wishes to pull the very best out of himself a way to do that. Now, thank you so much for watching. If you like content like this, hit that subscribe button for me. Give me a like as well. I hope to see you real soon for the next one. But until then, take it easy. Take good care of yourself. And I love you so much. Peace.